But if you get an 8, you better freeze on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you very much. You're terrific. Thank you. And thank you so much. Yeah, Bobby Green really points out the obvious. The 8, boy, that's the cards you don't want to get. Bobby Green from Park Forest, South Illinois. Thank you very much for that opening poem. And now let's open the board and get to the cards. Janice and the team, if you will, load in the cards, and you can see we have a game in progress with these Card Sharks. Mike Johnston, our champion. Hi, Mike.
Glad to see you again.
Good to see you. Won't you remind us about yourself?
Sure. My name is Mike Johnston. I'm 25, and I'm single. I recently returned to Inglewood, California. I spent the last 3 years in Savannah, Georgia, down with 24th Aviation Battalion. I was in the Army.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm an air traffic controller.
And now you're free.
I'm free.
It's a tough job, air traffic control.
It's really enjoyable, though. It really keeps you busy.
I imagine. Put a couple of bucks in your pocket here. You've got $3,200 in cash, Mike.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
Our challenger, Sherri Peavy. Hi, Sherri.
Hi.
Good to see you again. Won't you remind us about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Sherri Peavy, and I live in Torrance, California. I'm a student at Long Beach State University, where I'm studying to be a veterinarian, and I'm wearing my grandmother's wedding ring for good luck.
Yeah, that's good. I hope it brings you luck. Good luck to both of you.
Okay.
Each player has a deck of 52 playing cards. They're shuffled. The players cut them before we go on the air. Mike, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. Sherri, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue cards. And as you can see, Mike needs just one card to win, and Sherri needs 2, and we are at sudden death. Someone has to win with the next play of the cards. You get control of the cards by winning a high-low toss-up question. So, the first game of the best 2 out of 3 match will be decided right here. Sherri, the question to you. We asked 100 Mississippi State troopers, if you caught your grandmother doing 90 miles an hour, would you give her a ticket? How many state troopers said they would give their own grandmother a ticket?
I don't know. I don't think that number's going to be very high. Grandmothers are, they're part of the family. You got to be, cool to your grandmother. I'm going to say 25 would be rednecks and give the grandmother.
25 would be rednecks and give grandmom a ticket.
Oh, okay.
Mike, higher or lower than 25?
No, I think that if it's, their grandmother, they've got a lot of family ties. It's going to be a little bit lower than that.
Say lower than that.
Lower than 25.
It is lower. You'll go to the board first. If not, it'll be Sherri. And I must tell you, when we gave them the form, one added at the bottom that if he caught his grandmother, he would throw her in jail. True. Said he'd throw her in jail. But let's find out how many would give her a ticket. The actual number of Mississippi State troopers who would give their own grandmother a ticket is 67. It is not lower. Sherri. Wow. Sudden death, Sherri. You need 2 cards. Mike needs 1. Do you want to play it or pass it?
I'm going to play it, and I'm going to change that number.
You're going to play it yourself. Yes, when you win the question, you have the right to change the base card. You'll change it to a piggy. You need them both. One mistake and Mike wins.
Let's hope that next card's lower than that.
Lower than an ace. Yes, with a king.
Lower again.
If this is lower, Sherri has the first game. Game 1 to the challenger at $100, Sherri. I didn't think you were going to play with the 2 cards. Good strategy. Now the champion's got to make a comeback right after we take time out for this commercial message. Please watch. Game 1 to the challenger. We'll set up for game 2 with the same 2 decks of cards. Thank you, Janice. And the question goes to you, Mike.
Okay, Jim.
This game, we asked 100 women, have you ever burst into tears and not known why you were crying? How many women said, yes, they have?
That's a tough one. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark and say that 25 have burst into tears for no reason.
25. Higher or lower, Sherri?
I'm going to go with the audience and say that's much higher. I've done that plenty of time.
Yeah?
My family knows.
No reason, huh? Never
no
figured
reason
out.
at all. Just
don't do it here, Sherri.
I'm
have
not
fun
gonna,
with
no.
us. Okay. The actual number of women who have burst into tears and not known why they were crying is 67. It's higher, Sherri. Woo. Sherri, your base card for this game is
all
a
right.
king.
Like
Good
that
card.
king. Next card's going to be lower.
Lower than a king. Oh no, it's another king. It is not lower.
My
That's
turn.
the third
Here we
king
go.
you've had, Sherry.
Burn 'em
Mike,
up.
That gives you a free chance to play a 9. You didn't win
Red
the question.
card.
You can't change it.
Okay, I'm going to say it's lower than that 9.
Lower than
Come
a
on,
9.
card.
No! It's an 8. Take advantage of it. Janice will fill in the spaces. The next question to you, Sherry. We asked 100 married women. If you and your husband went over to another couple's home for the evening, and they asked you to join them for an after-dinner skinny dip in the swimming pool, would you do it? How many married women said yes, they would? You know what skinny dipping is, right?
Yeah, I know what skinny dipping is.
All right. How many said that they would do it?
Okay, I'd say a lot of the men would probably want to do it. It would take them to, talk the
How many
wife.
married women, Sherry?
Well, the men got to talk the women into it. I'm going to say 23. 23 would do it.
23 would skinny dip.
I think that women are a little bit more modest about it. I'm going to say it's lower than that.
Lower than 23.
Lower than 25.
The actual number of married women who would join another couple skinny dipping is 7. It's much lower, Mike.
Okay,
Yeah. Now you can change the 9 if you like.
Pit City. Get it out of
Pit
there. I don't
City.
want it. No. Come on,
That means you don't want it, huh,
I
Mike?
don't want
Change,
that
you
one.
get 2.
Okay. It's going to be higher than that deuce. Come on, card.
Yes, with another 9. Wow.
It's going to be lower.
You're
I'm
going to
going. Lower than a 9. Come on.
This one lower.
All
It
right.
is with a 6.
Freeze.
Now it'll freeze. We move the freeze bar over.
Okay.
Mike needs 2 cards to tie up the match.
Hey.
Question to you, Mike. We asked 100 mothers of 18-year-old girls. Have you ever forbidden your daughter to go out with a boy because you did not approve of him?
Oh.
How many mothers said yes?
I would think that would be pretty high. Sometimes, parents, they just don't like the kid for whatever reason they've got. But I'm gonna go down the middle with it because, it's some do, some don't. 50.
50, right up the middle. He says 50 mothers said yes. They have forbidden
I'd
the date.
say that's fairly common. It's happened to me and it's happened to a couple of my best friends, but I'm going to say it's going to be a little lower. 18-year-old, you're an adult at 18, and they should...
So you say lower. The actual number of mothers who have forbidden their 18-year-old daughter to go out with a boy is 30. You're right, Sherry. It's lower. You want that king?
Yeah, I want it. Higher. Next card should be higher.
What did you say, Sherry?
Lower. Whoops, lower.
Lower. I kind of thought maybe you'd say that. Lower than a king? It is a jack.
Okay, next card's going to be lower again.
Lower than a jack? Yes,
I'm
with
going
a
to
7.
freeze right there.
Freezing with a tie. Each player needs 2 cards. We are again at sudden death. Sherry, we asked 100 police women. If the man you loved asked you to quit the police force, would you do it? How many police women said they would quit the force for the man they love?
Now, that's a tough one with women's liberation, career versus marriage. I'm going to do 10 this time. Split it right down the middle and say 50.
50, she says. What do you think, Mike?
I think,
how many police women said they would quit?
I think their commitment to their job is going to be a little bit, so I'm going to say a little higher.
Higher. How many have said they would quit?
Okay, lower, I'm sorry.
Lower.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
lower.
that's all right. You say lower.
mistake.
The actual number of police women who would quit the police force for the man they loved is 26. It's lower. Mike.
Okay.
2 cards. She needs 2. What are you going to do?
If I'm going to be beat, she's got to do it. Let her play him.
Okay, Sherry, if you can turn them both over, you've won the championship. One mistake, we've got a tie. You've got a 7. Call this.
Higher.
Higher than a 7. Yes!
Lower.
Lower for the championship. She did it. Oh, yeah. Turn them both over again. Sherry, those aces came up well. Mike,
Jim?
thank you so much. You're leaving us with $3,200, a profitable stay.
Thanks a lot. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Mike. Mike Johnson, come on down here, Sherry. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sherry's going to go for the big money right after we take time out for this. Back with our champion, Sherri Peavy. Sherry, are you ready? Have you thought about how you're going to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to try to win a lot of money on it.
All right, let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Sherry. Hop one up there. And I'm sure you know the $200 you won of the game is yours to keep. Going to give you brand new money to play with. You're going to bet that money this time. Starting on the bottom line with a new deck of cards, we'll give you $200 in these 3 cards. Move up to the second level. We'll give you $200 more, 3 more cards. Your minimum bets are $50 until you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must bet at least half the money. Sherry, we're all with you. Here's $200. As in the game, you have a choice of 2 base cards on the bottom level. Remember, you can change your base card when you move to the second level, and you can change your base card before the big bet. Starting with $200 and this base card, a 5. Do you want it?
I'm going to change it. Yeah.
Next card off the top of the deck. You must play this one.
Oh, no.
All right.
Okay, I'm just going to bet $50 that it's going to be lower.
Let's see if we can get a better one. $50 bet that this is lower than a 9. No, it's a king.
Okay, but that's a better
Not
card.
too bad
okay,
for
I'm going to bet it
$50.
all that it's going to be lower.
Now you got a good one. $150. Lower than a king. Yes,
right.
very much lower.
And I bet all of it it's going to be higher.
$300. All of it higher than a 3. It is a 9. Now you don't mind getting the 9 because you've got a chance to change it. As
And
we give you
I'm
$200 more,
definitely
you've got
gonna
$800.
Change it. Get rid of that 9. Yes.
Changing the 9 to a 10.
Oh, okay.
You haven't made too many good changes there, Sherri.
$50 that it's going to be lower.
$50 bet lower than a 10. Yes,
All right.
with a 6.
Okay.
$850. You're doing good.
All right, $300 if the next card's higher.
Now, loosening up the purse strings a little bit there, Sherri. $300 higher than a 6.
Oh, but that's a better card. I'll bet $300 again. Next card's going to be higher.
All right, let's make it much higher.
I hope so.
$300 higher than a 4.
Oh!
Down to $250 as we move the 4 up. You want to play that 4 on the
Yeah,
top?
I'll play the 4 and I'll bet
Got
it
to bet
all.
at least $125.
I'm going to bet it all that it's higher.
All right. If you come out of this with $500, Sherri, would that be more than you thought you'd win?
Yes, that would.
Okay, let's make it for $500. Higher than a 4. Oh! The last 3 cards went crazy for you, Sherri. Ah. Doggone it.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But you're still the champion.
Yeah,
Maybe you get a chance to do it again.
I hope so.
Okay, that's the way to feel. Come on down here, Sherri. I'm sorry, but those last 3 cards were terrible. We'll meet a new challenger right after we take time out for this. Then Sherri's going to try to get back up there.